Today we're taking a closer look at this wheel and tire kit featuring the Rovos Kalahari wheel in satin black with a 17 by 8.5 inch sizing and zero offset wrapped in the extremely popular BFG KO2 all-terrain tire. Now the tire size with this kit will be a 285/70 R17, which does work out to be a 33 by 11 inch tire in inches. Now this wheel and tire combination is designed to give your Bronco a more aggressive stance thanks to that zero or neutral offset, and will include 5 wheels and 5 tires along with free mount and balance. Now moving into our features block, and again, this kit is going to be for the Bronco owners out there looking for a relatively affordable way to achieve a more aggressive stance thanks to the 17 by 8.5 inch sizing paired with that zero or neutral offset that in this case will deliver about an inch or two of poke with a non-Sasquatch flare, while being a little bit more on the flush side with a wider Sasquatch flare or possibly a wider aftermarket option. Now the Kalahari wheel is designed to deliver that upgraded appearance thanks to the satin black 8-spoke design with that silver beadlock style ring. Now these wheels, in my opinion, give off a bit of that OE Sasquatch vibe, and the BFG KO2 will be a big time upgrade to your traction both on and off-road thanks to their legendary design. Now moving into our construction block, and what do you say we start with these Rovos wheels first, guys? Now these wheels will feature a gravity cast aluminum build that will be both lightweight and durable. Now the wheel is finished in satin black here in the center, as you guys can see, and it does also feature that silver simulated beadlock ring with the hardware here to give you that really aggressive off-road look. Now the wheel does also feature a durable clear coating to help prevent any chips, pitting, or other hazards over the years. Now the Rovos will also include a brand new center cap, as you can see, also in satin black, but owners should be aware of the fact that the lug holes on these wheels are going to be a bit smaller, so therefore your factory lug nuts might not work, and at that point I would recommend checking out a set of black spline lug nuts, which you can also find here on the site. Now moving on to the tire, and again the KO2 from BFG hardly needs an introduction here, as it has been a staple in the off-road scene for a very long time. Now it is trusted by OEs on trucks like the mighty Ford Raptor, and it does deliver a great balance of on-road comfort and off-road performance. Now the tighter interlocking center lugs here will help indicate, or at least help create, a quieter ride while on the road compared to some other more aggressive tires that you might encounter here on the site. This tire does also feature the Three Peak Mountain Snowflake logo, which does designate this tire worthy of severe snow duty. Now off-road highlights do include the 20% tougher sidewalls thanks to the company's CoreGuard technology, along with the serrated shoulder design here, which not only looks cool, but also helps claw through loose terrain, especially once this thing is aired down. Now moving into price point, and I've kind of mentioned it a few times throughout the video here, but this is certainly going to be a relatively affordable combination overall, keeping it in that lower to maybe mid-range price bucket here on the site. And keep in mind, this is for a set of 5 wheels and 5 tires. Now some things to keep in mind here, guys, that price does include free mount and balance. You have some options here. You can either have them mounted and balanced at our warehouse at extremeterrain.com, or we can ship them to your local tire shop and we'll pick up the mount and balance tab. Now this price does not include any TPMS sensors. You might want to consider adding those to your cart here to avoid that TPMS light on your dash and keep an eye on your pressures at all times. Now in addition to that, don't forget those spline lug nuts we talked about a bit earlier to fit in the smaller lug holes found in these wheels. All right, moving into the installation, and the site's gonna go with a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you at least 30 minutes to get all 5 wheels and tires in place. Now, obviously you're gonna need a lift or a jack to get the Bronco up in the air, along with a socket set or impact to remove and then reinstall those lug nuts, making sure to use that wheel key we talked about earlier if you do grab an aftermarket set of lugs. Now, if you are gonna use a torque wrench, which I highly recommend, just make sure you torque everything down to 100 foot-pounds once you're all wrapped up. Now keep in mind, after the install, because these tires are a little bit larger than some of your factory offerings, your speedo might read about 2 to 3 miles an hour off than your actual speed due to the change in diameter. All right, guys, that's going to wrap us up here with our video for the Rovos Kalahari wheel in satin black with the 17 by 8.5 inch sizing and the 0 offset. And that wheel is wrapped again in the BFG KO2 in the 285/70R17 sizing, which again does work out to be a 33 by 11 inches. Thanks again for watching. And remember, for all things Bronco, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.